Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abuse Cartoons live stream. So, I think we're all set up today. Yeah, I was using this for another stream, so I hope it is working okay. Seems to be. So just let me know if anything is off the audio or picture in the chat. Hey, Joe. Hey, K5. Good to see you guys. Yeah, so it looks like Thursday is going to make a lot more sense schedule-wise. I kept trying to keep it, I guess because I'd been doing that, regularly on Tuesdays, but I think, yeah, so Wednesday night North American time is probably going to be the regular schedule. I'll try to change that in the information. But it just works a lot easier, especially as we're getting towards the end of the year. For some reason, the beginning of the week is all chaos. Yeah, I'm two-timing this stream. Yeah, I wish there was some way to coordinate to, do some overlap or something between the hobby stuff and the cartoon stuff, but I just don't think there is. Unless I start drawing elves and dwarves and things on on this cartoon. Uh, but yeah, I can't tell what's happening here. They keep talking about a third wave of something, and I don't know if that's going to hit by the holidays. And of course, everyone travels around the end of the year for the New Year's holiday. So the big family holiday here is New Year's, not Christmas. Christmas is like the date holiday, which is pretty funny. So you go out to dinner, and sometimes getting engaged on Christmas is somewhat popular. Used to be. I don't know if people even get engaged anymore. But the holidays, yeah, really different. And so some kids do get Christmas presents, but it's usually one, and it's usually unwrapped. I always think that's so funny. It's like, here's a thing for you. And sometimes the families will do like the dad or uncle or somebody in dressed as Santa Claus, just to traumatize the kids. They did that in Sweden too. One of the neighbors would show up as Santa. I mean, are kids really that stupid that they like believe someone that they know, they can probably recognize their voice, is Santa coming to their house? That's pretty funny. Although I remember when I was a kid, my mother was pissed off at my brother and I. We were like, 3 and 5 or something. We were really young and being very obnoxious, and she threatened to call Santa on us, and we called her bluff on it. So she called her father at his job and told him that he told Santa that he had to tell us to behave ourselves, and that was a bit traumatizing. But later on, when I realized, when I was older and realized what happened, I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. If somebody called me and said, hey, Santa, tell these kids to behave, I don't know if I could have pulled that off. Yikes. All right. Some kind of gift. Oh, I should probably just merge that down. Yeah, I guess I'm stuck in Christmas mode. Oh, I did have an idea for other stuff. A quantity versus quality kind of joke. Yeah, it's they start November 1st. They start torturing you with Christmas music and really cheap, trashy decorations and things, because it's very half-assed. Christmas doesn't have a religious component here, so it's not very not taken very seriously, and it's just to sell things. They love any excuse to boost retail. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like anything this year. It's very very empty. My daughter even said that too. She's got a lot of tests and things coming up before school, so that might be part of it for her. She's been studying hard, but yeah, she says it doesn't feel like Christmas at all. And we don't get snow here. It is just cold and sometimes rainy. Occasionally, like maybe one day, not usually this early, maybe like in January or February, we can get some snow. But not so common in the western part. We're kind of southwest, I guess. Oh, this is the southwest of Japan. It's weird when the country is an archipelago, like it's a cluster of islands. It's very, you don't have that same thinking as when your country is just one kind of landlocked thing, or even like the U.S. has like Alaska and Hawaii. But yeah, it's just weird. Okay, these are supposed to work as hot chocolate. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe face to face instead of handle to handle. Yeah, that's better. It looks weird otherwise. Yeah, oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Christmas will be a much more subtle affair this year, and they're not gonna push it so hard. Yeah, but I have a feeling though, it feels very strange that brick and mortar, it's taking such a beating, and they're just letting it happen, and just defaulting to Amazon as the choice for shopping, because there won't be big Christmas rushes. Although they did show some photos of Black Friday people running around. So that did kind of happen. I guess the deal had to be really amazing. But the oh, actually, wait. But yeah, it's just a shame. I mean, if everything becomes if online shopping becomes so dominant that there's no point in even having a physical store, that's going to be pretty sad. It was weird though, because for a while it seemed like the trend was to even the online stores started to try to have some physical presence, and now I think those days are over. All right, and then I guess these need to be kind of floating. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Why's that one? Maybe we should make them thicker like this. Yeah. All right. Something like that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they were already being out competed, and people were just opting for online. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, they're talking about one of the movie theater chains, I think Regal or something. They they were already in trouble before the bad weather, and that it just totally knocked them out. So yeah, this is just, maybe it's that survival of the fittest thing that capitalism does so well. This is just putting out of their misery things that were old style, that can't be supported. The funny thing is though, drive-in theaters got like a bit of a resurgence during this, because both people in their cars, that's safe and social distance, and like stand-up comedians were doing drive-in theater shows, and movies were being played again at drive-in theaters because people could stay in their cars. That was pretty funny. All right, some more. Oh yeah, that's right, more Christmas nonsense. So it's a weird mix of old and new technology. You can be told on Twitter to go to a drive-in theater. That's not too bizarre. Yeah, and I don't think there ever were drive-in movies here in Japan. There's just not the room for it. They could probably do like a temporary thing, but there couldn't be a kind of permanently built screen with with room to park cars, because that could be a rice field or a tea field. So they wouldn't do that. That's a big marshmallow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was supposed to be. I was gonna do one big marshmallow, or maybe more than two, huh? Um, Several little marshmallows. Yeah, I should probably do more than two. Oh, and maybe they should be really tiny, shouldn't they? Yeah, that might be better to get that across. Do those little tiny, like Swiss Miss style ones. There. Four is more than one. Uh, Something like that. And then looks like they're floating a little bit more. Maybe the edge of this needs to. I don't know. No, maybe not. I'll just stick it in there. Maybe put some coloring. Uh-oh. I got stream allergies. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, but that's very true. It's an ugly thing. Yeah, I just hate the in the Midwest, all the small towns with their little main streets. The main streets are nothing now. They're just empty. They're just bars. The only thing that's still open is a bar, and then there's like a Walmart on the outskirts of town that just kind of vacuumed all of the business away. So where there used to be like hardware stores and drug stores and even little movie theaters, now there is nothing. It's just weird because the buildings, are still valuable and decent, and even though it's not valuable retail property because you can't compete, it's a shame that yeah, I think I first saw that in Pasadena, but some in California. But some of the those small towns, if they get kind of revitalized or people try to make them tourist traps, what they do is that thing like in Disneyland or Disney World and that Main Street, they have the facades of the buildings, but they're basically gutted from behind, and it's just like one big like shopping mall behind that you can walk in between the buildings. Like the buildings are just all connected behind the facades. So they leave the facade so it looks like a small town Main Street, but then behind is just Jamba Juice and the Gap and whatever in those little buildings. So it's very like Disney, Disney park style. That was very bizarre. I think I saw that in Pasadena. Yeah, Amazon is. Everything is on Amazon. Yeah, yeah. Fries, yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember fries. Yeah, that was really good for building PCs. Yeah, I built my first PC from components at Fries too. That's funny. I can't believe that's gonna be gone. Yeah, I saw I forget which Fries it was, Burbank or something. I forget which one I would go to more regularly, but you would occasionally see some funny celebrities milling around in Fries. I don't know why they don't send somebody. Well, I guess their career isn't huge. They can't send somebody, but yeah. I saw, who did I see? The Japanese guy, the Japanese American guy that was in all those '80s comedies, all those '80s teen comedies. I can't think of his name, but he was just standing in line, like at fries. Like that's so weird. But yeah, kind of random. LA is always full of random people. Oh, the checkout. That's right. The checkout lines at Fry's were always insane. Oh. Hmm. Nice. Wow, black LEDs. Wow. Yeah, Amazon seems so hit and miss because they don't have any control over sellers. So people, I mean, they're good. I think they're good about refunding, especially like scam stuff. There were a few. It was like a camera lens or something that I bought on Japanese Amazon, and it was just a scam. It was just somebody that was like injecting like slightly lower priced items of very popular things as sellers, and then trying to figure out. And they probably at some point had made it work, or else they wouldn't be trying to do it. But got payment and then closed the account. But Amazon started doing that thing where they don't release payment until things that you get. They have a confirmation of shipping, so it just got credited back immediately. Maybe cookies, I don't know. But yeah, that was it was crazy to see. After they told me about that, I went through that seller and saw how many weird kind of random items they injected, and it's all just bot based or software based stuff where they just scan sales and find popular items that are high enough price that it's worth trying to scam somebody, and then they'll like have it $100 lower or whatever as a listing, so it comes up at the top. And if people aren't paying attention, they don't see the care about the seller ratings or anything, then they buy these fake items. So that must have worked at some point, but the slow self-correction of Amazon fixed it. Yeah, it was a seller. It was a seller on Amazon. Um, it was like Amazon Marketplace seller. So those are hard to, because they make it. You have to pay a fee to be a seller, like a monthly fee, and then if you're warehousing stuff, you have to pay more money for that. So that helps keep some of the scamming away. But some of them have so much money that all those little fees don't keep them out. They still try their stuff. Yeah, and it's a lot, especially because it's Amazon Japan too. We got a lot of Chinese and Russian scams. All right, just try some cookie shapes. Yeah, but that thing, I'm not sure if they're still trying to do this, but I read about it was a while back when Amazon first started doing those brand shops. So for like some specific brand, you would go to the Amazon shop for that brand. So I'm just trying to think like Nike or whatever, and they started doing that because of all the fakes that were being just dumped on Amazon, and so people would order something, and if they chose, not officially through Amazon, or even in their warehouses, like in the same bin, there's the fake versions and the real versions like sitting side by side, and it just depends on the kind of luck of the draw what the person stocking your item puts in your order, if it's going to be a fake one or not. And so a lot of people were complaining, and companies were also complaining it's hurting their brand. And so Amazon said, oh, yes, that's a terrible thing that's happening there. So what we're going to do is set up a shop for you, a branded shop for you, so that people know that they're getting authentic, whatever, Converse or whatever. I keep thinking of just shoes. But we want to make sure, people, your brand isn't hurt, and people, confidently buy things from us. And but you're going to have to pay a fee. So you're going to have to pay like $10,000 a month for us to maintain this shop because, it's not cheap to do this. And so basically just shaking down companies to try to, they could have very easily just work harder to weed out the copies and the illegal kind of bootleg versions of things. But instead, they decided to charge the companies, to put that expense on the companies, so make them pay for legitimizing their brand, to make sure that it's not going to be just a bunch of counterfeit garbage. I thought that was an interesting reverse scam. Yeah, we understand the problem, so if you pay us, we'll make sure that that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, very amazing. What's the word? Yeah, but it's just very impressive how Amazon is just like, yeah, and if you don't like that, well, then I guess people are going to buy the Chinese knockoffs too. There was something, I forget like which generation it was, but like when they first started doing the lightning cables for the Apple stuff like iPhones and things, 90% of the cables like that were advertised as legitimate, as real Apple made, 90% of them were counterfeit. So the chances that you're paying like $40 or something for a cable, so that the chances that you were getting the real thing were very, very slim. That was a few years back, so I don't know if they've corrected that yet, but there was just so much shenanigans going on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know. I can't complain. It feels it used to be impossible for me to get like certain kind of drugstore stuff like deodorant or Q-tips or whatever. In Japan, they don't have the same types of things, and they don't even make anything even comparable. So it was very, very difficult to get those sorts of things. So when I would go back to the US, I'd fill my suitcase with that junk, or if someone would visit, I'd ask them to bring stuff. But now Amazon will ship, and breaking a lot of customs rules, and breaking a lot, I'm sure, of trade rules that have been established. They let sellers now ship internationally, so I can get all of those things. It's a bit expensive, but it's cheaper than a plane ticket. So that's the one benefit that I have. But obviously, that's a gray market, or almost a black market, the way that they're doing that, because they're going around. So customs has to catch those things, or else they just make it through. And if it's only like one or two things in an order, often that stuff doesn't get pulled out. So yeah, that changed just recently, where they just let every seller, if they wanted to, ship internationally, a pretty high shipping rate. But then I can get almost anything now from American stores. I think only thing maybe I can't get is like over-the-counter allergy medicine, or some things where it's not been approved here. That stuff, I don't think they won't ship that, but almost everything else, which is convenient for me, like living abroad. But they're obviously making money, breaking the law, breaking international trade laws. But whatever, what are you gonna do? But it's the same thing with like Uber, the Uber ride share kind of stuff here, or in every country. It's violating rules, and they're like taxi systems and stuff. But they did it anyhow. Yeah, the weird thing in Japan is if you call an Uber, you can get a taxi as well, because taxis are allowed to respond to Uber requests, just like Uber drivers. So they would only let them into Japan if they allowed that, so that there wasn't as much of a impact on the taxi services. All right, something like this. I think you're right, Joe. I think it's a lot of Chinese garbage. And even when you don't think that's what you're getting, Chinese knockoffs. I forget a lot of when DVD box sets were first coming out, there's a lot of bootleg versions of those. And like if you look sometimes in the comments for certain items, people will be saying the most insane things, and it's obviously they got some bootleg thing or some like something that was stored improperly and it's all moldy inside. Like they opened some box set and it's just everything is full of mold. It's like, what in the world happened? And so you don't know how common that experience is. So it's pretty funny. Sometimes the comments are just like, wow, what did people order? What did they actually get? Hey, Sedona. Yeah, the comments are always, it's difficult though, because sometimes they'll, for, different versions of things or whatever, they'll just lump all the comments together. So if you're looking at a book or a movie, sometimes the comments for the hardback version, the paperback version, the box set version of books are just all the same. So you have no idea. Someone's saying, "Oh, the binding is garbage on this, and this is printed terribly." And it's like, well, that's not the version that I'm supposed to be looking at. So sometimes the comments get all just the same title. They don't sort them very well. So people are talking about different kinds of things. But yeah, it's always, there's so many goofy horror stories in the comments where people buy stuff. It's like, that had to be a seller, or it had to be a counterfeit thing, or come from somewhere, or some weird logistics problem. So am I going to have that problem too, or is my problem going to be totally new? Yeah, the Japanese Amazon is pretty funny because people will buy something and they'll take like 20 photos of it from every angle. And if it's like a piece of furniture or something they have to assemble, they'll lay it all out and take pictures of like the condition that everything arrived in and stuff. So it's amazing. And a lot of the Chinese manufactured stuff, there's a lot of quality issues and a lot of damaged parts and things that are missing. So, but yeah, the Japanese customers that, always the certified customers, they're always taking so many pictures, and pictures of like every corner of the box and everything, how it arrives. So you get a really good documentation of like someone's specific experience ordering something. It's really funny. But yeah, people love photographing their purchases here. Yeah, that's true. Oh, food. Yeah, I've had terrible luck with books. Most of these books, I mean, the discount, the price is pretty low, so it's a like buying a discount book. But the damage that the books have, or one book I got had obviously some spray adhesive, like somebody was, you know, putting stickers or something on something, and they just sprayed the whole front of the book with like that 3M adhesive stuff, and it was just, the book was a disgusting mess. Like the jacket of the book was all messed up, but they just sold it anyhow. So a lot of those books would go into like the severe discount, like those remaindered or super discounted booksellers where everything is like $1.50, but Amazon sells it for just a regular discounted price. So you're getting some real garbage, and that's a shame because that was their original shtick, is a bookseller, and they do a terrible job at selling books now. I think they've pretty much given up on doing a decent job of selling books because they just want to push ebooks, because they're always offering Kindle before they're Kindle versions before they're offering anything. And and just like with the comments, sometimes it's really hard to know which version, which printing, which publisher you're getting, because a lot of the information is so wrong. So it's not a good site for actual book collectors that want to have a specific printing or specific edition of something, because they really do a terrible job of letting you know what you're buying. Yeah. Oh, and one thing I noticed too, especially with kind of RPG and hobby books, is it looks like someone made a deal, a print on demand deal with Amazon, because there's some books now that you used to only be able to get from certain like very niche sites. Like yeah, I know they were obviously print on demand books, but now they can sell those through Amazon. So you're ordering a book and you're thinking this was like a, a legitimate, like, four color bound, like saddle stitch bound, like real hardback book, and the version that you get is a print on demand version, which is, a little bit cheaper in quality, and sometimes the pages look like they, came off an inkjet printer and stuff. The quality is much less. So they don't tell you that. They don't tell you you're buying a print on demand version, which is a very, low quality version of a book. But I've noticed that too. Those books are starting to pop up, and so maybe some of those self-publishing platforms and stuff that aren't Amazon are actually working through Amazon, because I've gotten some obviously print on demand quality stuff that, yeah, is not worth the price. Is not worth the full price that you paid. All right. Yeah, I buy book wise. I buy used books sometimes, and sometimes they because they just do like new, very good, and I think acceptable is their lowest rating, and there's not a really good standard for that. They have like a text, like a description of what that should mean, like, has some, cover could be bent, there could be some writing in the book, there could be some, shelf wear on the spine or the jacket somewhere. So they have like these like points that it could be, that could be the condition. But I've gotten some completely yellowed, kind of crumbling, falling apart paperbacks when I've ordered used. So they don't they let people sell anything. That's disgusting though. So down I got food. Yeah, food on there. Yeah, I've had not good luck with Amazon used stuff, but yeah, other sources, and like eBay and stuff is good, for used stuff, because people, are selling stuff as is, and they take a lot of photos, so you can see pretty much, the damage on something, or they'll tell you, the spine is broken, there's pages, loose pages and stuff, so you can get some good idea. Because yeah, I bought some like 20, 30-year-old books for different game systems and stuff, and yeah, Amazon's a nightmare, but eBay is a little bit easier, because you can know what you're getting a lot more. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought anything from Mercari yet, but Poshmark. I haven't visited that, but yeah, that's pretty getting pretty popular in Japan now too. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah. It used to be used things in because Japanese people don't like to buy used, and they recycle a lot of stuff. So you'll see like people's books from people's like bookshelves just like bound up with plastic binding, just like set out for the trash to be recycled. So people recycle and throw away books a lot, and they don't buy used, so they don't sell used books as often. But when they do, like, used stuff is in pristine condition. If you buy anything used from a Japanese seller, like on the Japanese auction sites or even in the resale shops, it's so clean and so new, and it's a, really cheap price, really low price. But it's amazing. The only thing that's difficult with books is because it's so wet here. You do get like mildew and mold spots and things, but the books are never in like disgusting condition. But you do get the staining if there was ever damage from stuff being stored in a place that didn't have any sort of humidity control. So books can get messed up, but they're still, in amazing condition, just, discolored. But yeah, that was my favorite thing when I first came here. I started buying a ton of retro games, like all the 16-bit era kind of consoles and cartridges and CDs and stuff, and it was amazing the condition that stuff was in. And I bought old systems that were perfect in the box, and sometimes they hadn't even had the battery installed for like the internal clock and stuff, so they probably had never even been hooked up. They were just like sitting stored somewhere, and the prices were amazing. And but then when the online auction sites and resale sites came, and I think the big problem is a lot of foreign students came to Japan, and so the kind of weird immigrant thinking or whatever of the foreign students, they started to try to make money any way they could. So they bought up everything at the used shops to resell. So they just started their little, on their used game businesses or used, goods, like pop culture goods, DVDs and stuff. So a lot of the shops, the stock was just nothing anymore. There was just the trash, left over. And then all that stuff is on auction sites for a very much higher price. So with the big influx of foreign students, I think a lot of people started their own little resale auction businesses, because it was just really fun to hunt. Like maybe about 10 years ago, really fun to hunt in the stores, in the used sections. You could put together really great game collections and stuff. And then when the tourism really picked up, and then the foreign students came, there's just nothing to buy. I mean, everything is like a premium price. So it really fell apart really quick. Yeah, there's no point in even like looking at the shops anymore, because they don't have anything. And if they do, they charge an insane amount for it. Like the price gets kind of set in the the online world, so everybody just charges as much as they can. So there's no fines anymore for looking through used stuff, which is too bad, because that was really fun. And it was so clean. Like it was like everything was so nice. When you go to flea markets or go, the used stuff in the US, sometimes the stuff is really crusty and disgusting, and you have no idea if it's even going to work. As far as, games and stuff is really damaged. Let's see, make some kind of horrible cake and cookie monster. Yeah. So that's too bad, kind of end of an era, but I guess all that stuff has to happen. Yeah. Yeah, it's changed a lot though. It's not as fun as it used to be. There used to be so much stuff, and now they're waiting for you to come. A lot of the stores are waiting to charge you like $150 for a rare game that you used to be able to find for, like 10. So, and I think because they've been doing digital downloads and stuff for so long, there's, you can get a lot of that older stuff in digital form through, Nintendo or like more legitimate sources. So there's everything's being sold off. Yeah, that really sucks though. That was a real fun part of being here. Yeah, I have to do that sometime to show off. I've got a closet here that's just all old school games. I even bought an old Neo Geo. I bought a Neo Geo, the MVS cartridge system, and a Neo Geo CD system. And I think total I paid maybe $30. The games, of course, are much more expensive, but the systems were in decent shape. And yeah, so I've got a little kind of stereo, like one of those like metal rack kind of stereo racks with all the old consoles on them, all kind of wired together to an old analog monitor. But yeah, I'll have to hold that out sometime. See if I can get that on camera. That's my my happiness, what I was doing after work for a lot of the times in early Japan days. So there's so much stuff that didn't make it over to the U.S. So it was fun to, or just the Japanese version was like, you know, 100, you're just $1, you know, it's just like a dollar or less than $1. So that was really fun. Yeah, all the used stuff. Whoops, what's going on here? The used stuff was crazy cheap. Yeah, I got some like old Neo Geo systems and stuff really cheap. But like I was saying, the games though, like if you want like Metal Slug or you know some of the like Samurai Showdown or something for the Neo Geo, those games are like in a couple $100 each. But yeah, but I got a pretty big, mostly fighting games, a pretty big selection of stuff for that old MVS cart version. Yeah, that's great. And I got an old Saturn, or very new. It was a used, but almost new in the box Sega Saturn Japanese version. The Sega Saturn had a ton of games for them. There's so much stuff, like a lot of Evangelion and shooting games, like kind of side-scrolling shoot 'em up kind of spaceship games that never came out in the U.S. So a lot of rare stuff and stuff that I never got a chance to play. So it's fun to haul that out and just go through everything. But the stores that I used to get all that stuff at are just like it's not the same anymore. It's just a bunch of like soccer and horse racing games now. There's no like classic or interesting stuff at all. Alright, yeah, maybe I'll do some weird cookie dessert monstrosity. Uh, mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Commodore 64. Yeah, I had a my uncle gave me his VIC 20 when he upgraded to a Commodore 64. So I played some of like the text-based stuff, like the Hitchhiker's text-based game, and that was like a Dracula game, I think. I played a lot of text-based stuff on the VIC 20 because it didn't have the oomph to run much else. All right. But yeah, I never played like any Amiga or any of. There's a lot of like old school PC stuff, and that was pretty popular here. It was consoles because they made so many consoles here were much more popular, and which is funny because you know Korea denied importing Japanese game consoles just like China did, so they became very heavy duty PC gamers, but Japan stayed pretty heavy console fans. So yeah, it's so PC gaming in Japan is really niche compared to other Asian countries. Oh no, what's going on here? Yeah, got an errant fill. Yeah, something went horribly wrong. Oh, that's right. So I just filled the wrong layer. That's why it didn't work. I see. Maybe I'll do that while I'm here. I'll just fill all this stuff so I can overlap it. And this too, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if I should. Maybe I'll just do an assortment. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, like paper art or paper figure stuff. That's really cool. Yeah, it was so funny. I didn't get into it as much as a lot of other students, but like sometimes when you're waiting for your parents to pick you up or whatever, and you're kind of stuck at school, like in junior high school or late elementary school, there's always like a computer. That was the early days of computers, so like what, like an Apple IIe or whatever. But there was always, I don't know why they considered it educational or something, but there was always an Oregon Trail, a copy of Oregon Trail to play while you were waiting for your parents to pick you up. The educational. I don't know. I don't know why that was like such a staple at the on the school computers. uh, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Gotta think of something more interesting visually for these desserts. Mm. Huh. Yeah, but the cost of like, and I guess because it's like a finite resource, there's only so many used games and things floating around, and as they start to leave the country or kind of, leave circulation, the stuff that's left gets more expensive. But yeah, stuff is pretty expensive now if you want to collect classic games. And so many of the used shops are out of business. But there's still really fun places to look. They're not great to shop because the prices are terrible. But like Super Potato and what's the other big used game? But you just like the whole aisle. It's just like all Super Nintendo or all like Sega Genesis or all Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast. Just like huge aisles of every game, and it's sometimes they'll have English versions. In Japan, it's mostly the Japanese versions, but for some of it, it doesn't matter so much. I mean, RPGs, it's kind of a pain. You can't enjoy the Japanese language versions, but all the fighting games and shooting, anything else is playable. All right. Oh, that's so cool. Your cousin bought a Genesis with the money from a Street Fighter tournament. That's excellent. Uh, oh, yeah. Oh, a drink might be good. Yeah, yeah. Good suggestions, Sedona. Something else. Yeah, I'll do like a weird eggnog mug or something. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, my daughter had a roommate for a little while who paid the rent every month by going to damn, what's the that's not Smash. That's Smash Brothers. Yeah, it's Smash something. The Nintendo, like all the characters from Nintendo properties fighting game, Super Smash Brothers, something like that. Maybe Smash Brothers, would just go to tournaments for that and would win like reliably every time and would use the prize money to pay rent. So I guess in Southern California there were enough Smash Brothers tournaments that he could pay the rent. It didn't last for very long, but for a while he was paying the rent with his earnings from a Nog. Everyone votes yes for Nog. But yeah, that was funny. the idea to be good enough at one specific game that you could win enough money every month. Maybe a little bit bigger on the line weight. All right. Yeah, I tried to do some silly, or maybe just, yeah, maybe just like this. Yeah, I think this will be better. That's supposed to be glass. I can make it look more like glass, I hope. With the coloring, let's see. All right. Okay, now it's getting weird looking. Their fascination with eggnog. Yeah. Street Fighter 2 was super popular. Yeah, I never got very good. I liked a lot of the Capcom fighters, especially like Marvel versus Capcom and stuff with all the insane effects and stuff, but I never got very good at the actual core fighting skills. But yeah, Capcom had such great animations. Their sprite animations for their fighting games were great, and they tried to do that as long as possible. Things had already shifted into 3D, and they kept doing the 2D sprite-based stuff. All right. Yeah, that glass is still not. Doesn't look like it's sitting right. Yeah, like that maybe. Whoa. Bacon. Yeah, I guess eggs and bacon, right? That's weird. Eggnog garnish. Yeah, I always see I was thinking doing like always those mugs are decorated with the little holly design. Maybe I'll do something like that. Something like that. Yeah, that'll look more festive. Let's fix this. There we go. Something like that. A decorative holiday mug. Bacon and eggnog. Yeah, when did bacon? That happened when I was definitely away. Bacon became this obsession. Bacon soda, bacon everything. Everything has bacon. Bacon sundaes. Everything with bacon on it. It's a pretty uniquely American flavor, though. Very salty, very cured. and smoked bacon, because like Canada doesn't have that, and no other country outside of North America has anything like that. So that very salty, crispy bacon taste is pretty uniquely American, like American barbecue. Nobody does it that same way. All right. Okay, well, before I color stuff, I'll try to break stuff up a little bit more. We'll switch over to the comments real quick. See what happened. Hey, see what happened last week. All right, the LED. So December 1st. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. Cancel culture. Oh, here we go. Oh, 12 likes. My parents kept some of the really old Christmas lights, even though the lights were done. Just for memories. They lit up our lives when we were kids. Yeah. That's good, even if the bulbs don't work. I think, keeping them decoratively. One reply. I still have miniature... Oh, bubble lights. Yeah, the ones that heat up and then the start to... The water bubbles up the glass tubes. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, those old... I think there was like a 1950s, 60s thing. Because the lights got so hot, I guess you had to do something with that. Those little buggers used to get pretty hot. Yeah, of course. Yeah, very hot. This has just become a nostalgia discussion here. All right. And 26th of November. Oh, that's all right. Oh, the poetry of Sedona. Always measure whipped cream with your heart, not the suggested serving size. Oh, Sedona. Oh, come on. Look at that. 35 likes. I've never had 35 likes on any of these. You need to start writing comics. You need to start writing cartoons. You hit, right when you wrote that, that hit a chord and, or struck a chord. And obviously it did. Look at 35. Oh, man. Nice job. Yeah, that's amazing. Ha! Serving size, what a cruel joke. I do like a bit of pie with my whipped cream. Words to live by. Look at that. Yeah, you did. You knocked it out of the park there, Sedona. That's excellent. Dang. I wish I could write jokes like that anymore, but I had a couple of poignant early on, some poignant writing, but not in a while. Nice job. Yeah. Yeah, that's huge. That's fun. That's fun to look back on the comments. But that got a huge response. Yeah, it's holiday, and definitely. Good job. All right. Okay, let's see if we can find something actually good that I wrote a long time ago. Oh, this was done. Yeah, this is 2020, so this was done. Future of breakfast didn't seem to include cereal bowls. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Japanese. Even the filthiest puddle felt a little prettier in springtime. The Japanese cherry blossoms. Even oil slick on the road. Oops. Oh, that was my had rainbows on it. All right. 12. Is this lasagna? What is this? Yeah. Being eaten cold was both a compliment and an insult. Nice. Cold lasagna. 8 years ago. Nice. 18. Fruit, citrus was always difficult in social situations. But so worth it. All right, 2006. There we go. Look at that old school looking mess. He wished he had more to offer than a light salting. Nothing. Yeah, 2005, 2006 did not get much attention. 2014, he had gone from being a fruit bowl to a bystander without even noticing. No longer useful. All right. Oh, there's another old one. Yeah, so I started... So these are marker on paper, and when I was drawing with marker on paper, that's why the resolution of this cartoon is so high, is because when the marker kind of soaks into the paper, the line gets a little kind of blurry and inconsistent, so I scanned it really, really high, 600 dpi resolution, to get it as clean as possible. But you can still see that it's definitely marker on paper. It's not so clear. A suction cup failure was the only thing bringing them closer together. Oh, look at that. A big LOL 11 years ago. All right. Oh, sad beer bottle. It was never a pretty end. Yeah, this is 2006. Nobody even saw this masterpiece. Yeah, that's a short but sweet one. 2019. Quitting smoking was now measured in minutes of success. Nice. Wow. Quit in 95. Being a can or a jar made little difference in the brutality of living on tips. I'm into that. Nice. Okay, one more. 2005, nothing. During the short fits of self-improvement, more quitting smoking jokes. It was the lighter that that felt the most abandoned. Abandoned, that needs an ed, doesn't it? Whoops. Yeah. Yes, Sedona. You're gonna Go Comics needs to send you something. It's only gonna be like 3 cents, but it'll be a yeah, that's great. Yeah, nothing. I didn't get anything close to that kind of response. I think that's just perfect. Oh, there's a messy jelly with a name like Smucker's. This kind of thing was inevitable. Nice. And last, this is 2021. Oh, Tofu. Yeah. Tofu refused to admit any relationship. Oh. What? I don't know what that comment was. All right, enough comments. Let's get back. Oh, minimum wage in Japan is pretty low. Only $8 an hour. Wait, not 8. It's 800 yen an hour, I think, is the most common wage. So like Starbucks and McDonald's and everything, I think their starting salary is 800 yen, which is probably, depending on the exchange rate, anywhere from like 750 to like 780. But the hourly wages are really, really low in Japan. Like convenience store workers and stuff. I think you're doing really well if you're making 1,000 yen, which is about like $9 and something an hour. Those are pretty rare and usually pretty high stress. Either retail or service jobs. But yeah, the hourly is really, really bad for that kind of work, because most of the people that take those jobs are living at home, because you live at home so much longer in Japan. You're probably in your 30s, and for some like young guys that never get married, they live their whole lives at home so they can work a part-time job at a garbage wage, and as long as they're doing that, their parents tolerate them living at home, and then they can do whatever they want with that little bit of money, and then the parents pay for everything else. So that's a real common situation here. Yeah, and that also, and that's why a lot of the creative work too is paid so poorly, is because a lot of those people are just living at home doing work. I'm not sure if it's an actual enforced minimum wage. I think they can pay, because foreign workers really get ripped off. I'm sure foreign workers are exploited for much less than that. But Yeah, the common like kind of bottom hourly is about 800 yen an hour. Most of the places that advertise, most chain restaurants and stuff that advertise hourly, that's what you're looking at. So it's yeah, it's not pretty. Well, depending. Yeah, depending on the location. So Tokyo has basically almost Manhattan prices, and a small, a small like one bedroom or a small apartment. So I would say I don't know. I mean, you're looking at, even if it's a one bedroom, it's like a closet. It's like a closet off of a walk-in closet. Basically, the apartments can get really really small. But I think I don't know. I haven't looked at Tokyo rental prices. I never had to. My wife would never live in Tokyo, but I would imagine, if I'm guessing, and this is probably way out of date too, that it's probably like a studio is probably like 2,000 a month. I know, like in the smaller towns, like out where we are, kind of bedroom community away, you can get a studio apartment, a really really tiny studio apartment, like with a kitchenette and a separate bathroom for like between 500 to 700 a month. And but if you're anywhere in the city, that studio is already 2,000, and then I think it's a couple of thousand above that if you want another bedroom or whatever a month. Yeah, so it gets pretty pricey pretty fast. Yeah, because Tokyo's definitely like Manhattan prices, and that's why people live like as far out as they can. So they literally have an hour and a half, 2 hour commute on a train, and maybe multiple trains to get in, because nobody can afford to live kind of in the heart of the city, because it's those insane rental prices. And so you have to have a really decent job to support that. But that's why you come to the city, anyhow. So it's one of those deals where if you're working at a bar or a restaurant or something, you're definitely going to have to be a musician, or struggling to be an actor or something, or else there's just no way that it's worth it. But yeah, there was a really sad. Yeah, they were showing how some comedians live, how some young comedians that people are going to school, they're associated with a company, or they're trying to break into comedy in Japan, and they don't have a shower or a bathtub. They literally wash in the sink, and they have the rooms that they're living in aren't meant to be apartments. They're like weird offices and things, and they're super tiny. And there's some really horrific. They don't have any way to keep food or cook food or anything, so they're just eating just bread, different kind of sweet breads and stuff out of bags all the time. Like some really really depressing ways for people to live. And if you can tolerate those miserable conditions, they'll let you do it. So yeah, that was really depressing. And they were, I don't know, kind of the intention of showing that is like showing how hard they're working, or how much they're struggling, or just how shitty the conditions are here for anybody trying to do something creative. It was a really weird segment, because it just showed how abused people trying to get into certain business or industries are. But yeah, but there's just so much of the people never leaving home, what they call the leech, parasite, no, not leech, parasite kids that never leave home, and then just draw a monthly or weekly, sorry, get weekly money from their families, and don't do anything. But then there's also that whole set of kind of mentally ill, like mental illness, or real social social illness or whatever, having the inability to actually leave the house and get work and everything. So a lot of parents will just take care of those kids forever. Yeah, so it's really weird here because I think there's this weird, I mean, I guess it's a little bit more forgiving for guys, but I think for Japanese young men, but I think parents feel that failure coming pretty early in that same way, so that if you're not doing something that's starting your future by 29 in Japan, people just give up on you. And I think that's like an Asian culture thing, because you hear about like leftover people, and that's because the culture is so strict about what you should be doing when. So if you're not married and having kids, by your late 20s, early 30s, then you're kind of you're kind of given up on, and your parents have to make a decision how they're going to respond to that, because it's very different. Kids don't get kicked out of their houses, like 18 and you're out kind of mentality that some American parents have. There's not quite the same thing here, so there's a little bit more, and it's also guilt, because the bubble kind of burst on Japan's insane prosperity, so they are more forgiving about things not doing so well. Hey, Candyman, how's it going? All right, late night cleaning. Hey, good to see you. Get some cleaning, done. All right, so that doesn't really read as hot chocolate, does it? Let me go a little bit darker. I thought lighter worked better, but I think it needs to be chocolatey, or not that dark. Yeah, something that reads a little better. Like that. Yeah, like that. At least that's a chocolate color. There we go. Sure. Let me put a little reflection or something on there so it looks a little wet. There we go. Good. Yeah, it's going good, Candyman. So I'm based in Japan, so that's the reason for my the horrible hours I keep with my streaming. So yeah, we're possibly getting ready for another lockdown. It's hard to tell, but we'll try to have some kind of holiday this year. Yeah, people are going to be, at the end of the year, people go back to their hometowns and things. So we'll see how that goes this year. Oh, wait, I didn't do every other. Well, I'll have to color those differently. So we'll have to see how that goes. Green frosting. I would do the same green for these guys. So the candy cane, give you the handle here. Now I need a good red. All right. So yeah, a little bit lighter. Oh, I'm doing that thing too where I'm picking colors on the monitor that's not this monitor. Yeah, I need to stop doing that, or at least cut calibrate these monitors to be more in sync. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's possible because I don't think you don't have correction on the Cintiq stuff. You get what you get, so I think there's always going to be some weird difference. Yeah, I'm going to put this over here. Yeah, wow, that's really different. Okay, so I'm trying to come up with a baked cookie color. Yeah, something like that might work better. There we go. Now for the chips. All right, yes, and this is the exciting coloring segment of the cartoon process. All right. Oh. So, well, yeah, I'll do that the opposite way. So we gotta do an eggnog color. So pretty yellow. But kind of that pancake batter kind of color. Yeah, that looks kind of noggy. Nog-like. Nog-esque. Alright, so we'll go up to the top here. Alright, yeah, and then maybe these guys do alternating Christmassy colors. There, oops. Yeah. Okay. That'll do it. And maybe a little darker for the candy cane red. So it's a more contrast. I'm not going to be able to do that. There we go. All right. That looks very Christmassy. Oh, Sedona, stop it. Stop it. You're totally gonna take me away. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop a contract here. That's awesome. Yeah, calorie counting in December. Yeah, because it's perfect with the kind of pre-New Year's resolution. Nice. Very nice. That's excellent. All right. A little bit. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, do the whole top there. Some definition on that. Yeah, that's perfect. This random assortment of sweets. Alright, oh, maybe this. Yeah, a little bit of depth there. Maybe try this. Yeah, that works better. Oh wow, yeah, that highlight really shows up in this green. Maybe the chips as well. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Is some kind of like, yeah, weird reason for the the cookie to be up there, other than it just looks a little more dynamic. Nice. All right, let's put some shininess on some of this. Is this? Yeah, maybe it doesn't need to be. Oh, the candy cane now. Should have something. All right. There we go. Wrong layer. There we are. I figured out why that Demon Slayer movie is doing so well in Japan. That Kimetsu no Yaiba is really popular is because it's the conclusion of, or it's the continued story of the anime. I didn't know that they've tried to do that before, where they'll have a TV series and then you don't know what the end of the story is until you see the movie. So the movie is the conclusion of the story, and that's never created like hugely popular movies. But finally they got it to work, I think because they had a good cliffhanger on the anime series. So that's a big part of the reason. I think also the timing too. There's really nothing else in the theaters. But yeah, that Demon Slayer movie is crazy popular here. And people are like watching the whole, like whatever, 100 episodes or whatever of the anime just so they can go see the movie. Which is pretty funny. Whoa. Alright. See how that works. Sure. Oh. 2,000 calories, yes. It is a lot of Christmas calories. No, I think that's a good, that calories don't count in December is a good good line. There we go. All right, so we've got these guys and these guys. Yeah. So sticking to the holiday theme. I'm glad I was able to do that. Sometimes I just can't. I can't think Christmas. At Halloween I had a lot of trouble with this year. I couldn't stick with Halloween. Okay, so let's do... It's not really that exciting, but I found something... I was craving this because of, you know, kind of Thanksgiving holiday and everything. And it's pretty rare. So I thought I'd show you guys this thing. And I checked to make sure it doesn't have any artificial sweeteners. All right. So, like I said, on the teas, chocolate... They're I guess kind of technically chocolate, but chocolate covered cranberries. Whoa. So they're candied cranberries. So, yeah, double cranberry chocolate. So I don't know what the double is. So double cranberry chocolate, so they're candied cranberries, so maybe sweetened cranberries. So cranberries are really rare here. Some of the import stores you can get like Ocean Spray cranberry juice, but you can't get anything else cranberry. You know, anything for like dressing or anything for because they don't do fruit and meat here so commonly. Like some of the more upscale restaurants will do that, but you can't like for home cooking. So this is just a little 7-Eleven brand, little store brand candied cranberries in chocolate. So not really chocolate, some kind of like candy coating. But let's see. I was just craving something that tasted like cranberry. Whoa! That's not one cranberry. That's big. So maybe there's a couple cranberries. Wow. Okay. Well, not a single berry. I guess they kind of give that away in the front too. It's there's some big double ones. So let's see what this actually tastes like. White chocolate. Oh, there we go. A little bit of cranberry. It's really, really sweetened though. So you can barely taste it. Wow. Yeah, the white chocolate coating is like way overpowering. Yeah, it's not going to do it. It's not going to fill my cranberry craving. You can barely taste it. Yeah, I don't think cranberries don't match the Japanese palate very well. So I don't think they would ever be popular. Because this is like, it's kind of like, the opposite version of that would be matcha, like the green tea, the Japanese green tea. If you get that in the US, it's always sweetened. They put honey or something in it to make the bitterness less. So this is the kind of the sour bitterness, or kind of just sour. The sourness of cranberry is totally countered by a weird white chocolate coating. And you can't even taste the cranberry, that there's no bite or anything of the cranberry at all. It's almost just like, it could be a raspberry flavor. It's not quite like distinctively cranberry. Let's see if they cheated and put anything else in here. No, it's just chocolate and cranberry. There's no other fruit or anything in here. Nope, nope. Yeah, they just super sweetened cranberry. And then it doesn't taste like cranberry anymore. It's almost just like a chocolate raspberry flavor. Yes, it is. You get chocolate and wine right there. yeah, this is all. So this is really common with the this way. The liquor section is always very strange. So this is wine in like cartons, like paper cartons, and then they go to some of the Asian spirits, like it's not really whiskey, but it's some kind of like the stronger mixers, and then up here, and then there's like little fifth bottles up here, so this looks like gin or vodka, and they always have like a little row of low glass fifths of whiskey or whatever you can just kind of stick in your pocket. But the liquor section is always really odd. Oh wait, get out of the way. Oh yeah, and then on the floor there's looks like more sake and whiskey. Yeah, wow, that whole row, that's all alcohol. Oh, I keep doing it the wrong way. This whole side, so here's snacks. So starting from here all the way back, that's all alcohol. Like hard alcohol. And wine. I guess that's wine. This is wine. And then from there back, it's all hard alcohol. And sake. So that's, yeah. So that's the Japanese. This is sake here. And then this is wine. And then over here is the chocolate. It's so hard to do this in reverse. Jeez. Yeah, so it's chocolate and then like the potato chips and snacks. That's funny. And then right behind me in the back is beer. That's all beer. Right there. And some tea. Yeah, the Chuhai in the beer section. That's funny. Yeah, but really, the stores closed. If you can't sell tobacco and alcohol at a convenience store in Japan, then they just close because that's the bulk of their sales. And they made a rule. We used to have 3 convenience stores in the little town that I'm near. Now there's only one. Because they have these little tobacco, they're just like a little window in a building, basically, like a little booth that sells cigarettes. And they gave them preferential treatment and said that the convenience stores can't compete with them. So the little tobacco shops that are just like a little hole in the wall, If there's one of those, there can't be a convenience store like within a certain distance. So all of the convenience stores had to close because they couldn't sell tobacco anymore. If they can't sell tobacco, they don't even bother staying open. So that was really strange. That law, that local law, must have changed. And then just suddenly all the convenience stores were gone, except one. But yeah, it's just like there's always just like a little old lady or a little old man sitting in this tiny window that just has a whole menu of cigarettes, and they just hand you cigarettes out of a little plexiglass window. But those kind of tobacco shops are so you don't actually go in. It's basically just like a vendor. It's like a vending machine could do exactly what that shop was doing, or a couple of vending machines. But I guess to preserve, because those are often near arcades, near the shopping arcades and stuff. So to preserve those businesses, they protected them and screwed over the convenience stores, which is not a bad thing. Those chains would take away, all the business if they could. But I could never be a weather. I can't even point. I didn't even point to my own nose. But yeah, it's hard to hard to know which way, because I'm looking at the image and then I move my hand. It's like, wait, it's going that way, so this way. Yeah, that's miserable. I think once you've got that thing though, that you could reverse it in your brain, because you're using your whole body, and so you're going, the Midwest is experiencing. So once you had that inversion in your head, I think it would work. I just can't. I can't do it. That's what I should do, is do a weather, because I'm on a green screen. Just do a Japanese weather report as well. Put a map behind me. All right. Well, let's do some writing. There we go. Oh yeah. So, yeah. No good on the chocolate cranberries. Not recommended if you want the taste of a cranberry. So probably like the import stores, they probably not, but dried cranberries or something might be the closest you can get. But it's not common. Like in trail mix and stuff, they never put cranberries in there, which you can more often find in the US. Yeah, I don't know why. It's very funny. I think it's just it doesn't fit the palate, so they don't do it. It's just not possible. And there's like cranberries are pretty. They've got some good health benefits that people don't maybe need here as much. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very funny. I wonder how many of the people working at those little tobacco stores are smokers. That's got to be crazy. It seems like, though, because Japanese people live pretty long. They live like easily into their 90s, and some like 100. But anybody that was a hardcore smoker in Japan is dead in their 60s. So yeah, you lose a lot of your life. I mean, not quality. It's not 70, 80, 90 is not a golden age of your health or your life, but you lose like 30, almost 30 years, 25 years of your life smoking, because yeah, everybody, like all the neighbors and everything, if they were smokers, they died in their 60s here. And otherwise, if you had no other health problems or anything, people make it into their 90s very easily. So it's yeah, it's crazy. And it's still, you can still smoke. It's basically very few stores that forbid smoking, and there's always a smoking section. So that's funny. Yeah. All right. Wow. Yeah, I really like Sedona's calories, and it's so efficient too. You wrote that so it's so concise. Oh yeah, let me switch up the keyboard here so I can actually reach. There we go. Yeah, so Instead of copying and pasting, I will transcribe. Uh, you guys are making me incredibly dependent. It's becoming a real codependency here. Or something, yeah. During the month of December, is there anything... Wow, that's so perfect. Look at how that fits. Yeah, that's a perfect line. I can't think of anything that would fix it or make it, funnier or help the phrasing at all. Damn. It doesn't, I mean, the only thing it doesn't have is the back and forth. I mean, I guess, yeah, you'll see, like, how many, it's all sweets, that there's nothing, it's not dessert. Yeah, because the only thing I was thinking when you guys, when I said eggnog, was that they would all be obsessed with the eggnog. I think I've done too many eggnog jokes, so it's good to just have as a background player, have the eggnog. Yeah, I think that's really strong. Let me see what I can do with this one and see if anything else hits me. There we go. Yeah, right. Yes, I mean it's a healthy it's a healthy codependency. It's a happy one. It's very very much fun. So we'll let it go. Yeah, I don't think so. Like I was saying, maybe import shops you can get, like a paper carton of eggnog, and there's only like 5 of them, and they will probably be there the whole season. So yeah, it's not a standard holiday drink. Just because Christmas and Christmas foods, like they did their own version. So fried chicken is Christmas dinner, and the strawberry shortcakes that they do with the heavy cream over them. Yeah. So I can show you one of those. So if you're saying Christmas in Japan, the whole idea is the Christmas cake. Oh, I can just let me switch back to this real quick. But boom. Oh, not this. Wait. This. There we go. Christmas cake. So if you say Christmas in Japan, this is the image that everybody has, like a little marzipan Santa on a strawberry shortcake. So the family buys a Christmas cake, and you have like your Christmas party at home, which means just eating this cake. And maybe I don't know. I don't know if they do present and Christmas morning or just at that night. But most kids don't think Santa brings their present. I don't think. But yeah, this is very standard. Like all the department stores and all of the cake shops make a version of this, and so the Japanese people that I talked to were really shocked that we don't have this. Isn't the Christmas dessert in America? They thought for sure this must be an American. This is exactly what they do to celebrate Christmas in America, because it just felt very foreign to them. But it's really light and not very sweet. There's some shops that maybe make a kid's version that's got a lot more sugar in it, but it's very light and very not super sweet version of the strawberry shortcake, so not very heavy at all. But yeah, so if you say Christmas, this is it. Yeah, Christmas cake. Yeah, so and also let's just take a look. Let me see if yeah. This is the what they're pushing for. Oh, and they have little cakes too. Yeah, they'll sell you a little cake too. But yeah, look at this. Here's it's behind the it's behind the chat, but there's a Christmas or a chocolate cake in that version. Lovely. Yeah, but I think it's because there's no roast chicken or roast turkey, so that colonel outside the KFC gets a Santa suit because he's he's got white hair, so they put a Santa suit on that big fiberglass Colonel Sanders, and then they sell these like packages of fried chicken, these like dinner sets of fried chicken for Christmas. So that is basically the extent of most people's Japanese Christmas. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like a terrible, and they've even tried to do it now for New Year's as well. So people, they say, get a bucket of chicken for Christmas dinner, and now usually it's obento or traditionally osechi, which is like cold, very traditional Japanese food that can keep for 3 days, so you don't have to cook, like, you don't have to cook the whole 3 days. But more recently, people are eating just nice, expensive obento for the New Year's food, and now even KFC is saying, well, why don't you just get another bucket of chicken for New Year's? So they're doing advertising to try to sell even more chicken during the season, which is really shameful and really disgusting, because nobody needs that much fried chicken. All right. And the Japanese style of fried chicken is really good. So it's funny that they actually have any sort of market share here, because the traditional karaage is really good. Okay. Let's... Yeah, I know. Santa, I want traditional recipe, and yeah, and the thing is, they don't even have that trashy the mashed potatoes and gravy thing that they have in the U.S. So there's no yeah, they don't do very much at all. Yeah, what was the Christmas dinner thing? Let me check. Yeah, they don't do mashed potatoes or anything, and not that KFC has good. I think they do like macaroni gratin or something. Yeah, that's so weird. But the weird stuff that KFC does, it doesn't even exist here. Nice. Uh, yeah, that's a really funny thing that just dominated the holiday here. And I think it's just because, there's not a strong Christmas tradition. There's no strong Christmas food, so KFC just kind of stepped in to fill the void. I mean, I guess it's better than McDonald's trying to do that. All right. Yes. So I was thinking, yeah, same thing as you, Sedona. The quality, not quantity. Oh. Yeah. So. Some marshmallow. So what is that? Oops, wait, I'm not even there. There we go. Is the... Yeah, marshmallow approach the best... or just... the marshmallow game. Oh, leader is good. Yeah, leader, not follower, is good. Yeah, one big marshmallow. Oh, wait. Yeah, I wanted to see. This is my lovely procrastination. I wanted to do something on top of that marshmallow so you could... you know how they get a little bit of the... the cocoa color. Yeah, so... Oops. Mask that first. And blur that a little bit, maybe. Oh, yeah, so I gotta go much more because of the resolution. Yeah. Well, maybe just, yeah, all blur might work. Or does it just look dirty? It just looks like a dirty marshmallow. So maybe it's better to do that and this. Too much blurring just looks like it's... Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I'll think about that. Yeah, that looks a little like it's absorbing the cocoa a little bit. All right. There we go. Let's see here. Whoa. Caps lock or something? What's going on there? Well, there we go. Hot cocoa, new. It was, see, I'm getting too wordy here. Actually, no, that's a little too specific. So hot cocoa. Huh. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that was the original thought, was quantity over quality. Hot. Or should I just do hot chocolate instead of hot cocoa? Maybe hot chocolate is better still. This is getting long with the quality over quantity. Marshmallow? I think it's marshmallow. Marshmallow. Issue? Ugh, that's not very good. Something shorter than this. Hot chocolate struggled with the quality over quantity marshmallow issue. That's not funny or good. Problem. Oh, that's like, yeah, the marshmallow is dissolving. Oh, that's good. Dominance, yeah, the dominant, large, dominant marshmallow. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I like that. Marshmallow. Oh, marshmallow dominance. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great phrase. Let's see. The dominance of large marshmallows. Oh, maybe the hot chocolate game was changed by the dominance of large marshmallows. I like marshmallow dominance though. The dominance. It's still a lot of marshmallow dominance. Oh, maybe just, yeah. Instead of it was all about So that is implied quality over quantity. For hot chocolate, it was all about I love the phrase marshmallow dominance. So what's more dominating, several small marshmallows or one large marshmallow? The great leader had arrived. That's good. Yeah, there was something compelling about his large marshmallow. Mm. Marshmallow dominance is really good. Mm. The head marshmallow, the king marshmallow. Marshmallow dominance. The race for marshmallow dominance led to increased sizes. Hmm. The size of the marshmallow was inversely. Let's see. Or something about the hot chocolate being less important or less of it. Mm. Dogmatic marshmallow. Yeah, there or something about there, but there was no. The argument was ended by the dominant, the great, great leader of marshmallow is good. Uh, no one could argue. About the marshmallow size. Yeah, hot chocolate's all about marshmallow dominance. That's too. It's a little vague. And also, you want to look back up at the difference. Yeah, marshmallows melting is good, but yeah, the marshmallow leader. Oh, wow. Yeah, marshmallows and whipped cream. Oh, roasted first. Oh, that's great. Wow. Yeah, I never thought about that. Melty roasted marshmallow would be really good. All right, because you get that little bit of caramelized sugar going on. Or suspecting he was the size of his marshmallow was hiding something. It was he was compensating for something. Something. Oh, sorry, I'm like falling off the screen here, thinking. The camera's a little higher than usual. All right. Let's see. The melting little marshmallows. There's no doubt they had found their leader, or impressive. Impressive marshmallow. Let's see. No problem, Joe. Yeah, roasted marshmallow. Wow. Yeah, or one strong marshmallow. I can't put it together. Let's see. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like the yeah. Small marshmallows melted. Oh, okay, wait. Smaller marshmallows melted more from intimidation. Can I spell that? Then heat. The smaller marshmallows melted more from intimidation than heat. It's a little clumsy. An intimidating marshmallow. Yeah, like marshmallow intimidation is good. They just melt it away rather than be than be confronted with the large marshmallow. Smaller marshmallows melted. Or maybe reverse it. So oh, that's, yeah, more from intimidation than heat. The smaller marshmallows melted away. I'm just making it longer. Melted away. More from intimidation than the heat. I was trying to fix the kind of rhythm of it. The smaller marshmallows melted away. Tiny marshmallows. The tiny marshmallows melted away. The tiny marshmallows melted away more from intimidation in with an N. Intimidation. I'll have to spell check that. Intimidation than the heat. Yeah, problems. Oh, that's really. Oh, that's much. Yeah, Sedona. That's very sweet. Yeah, that's very charming. Yeah. That's pretty good. Um. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Let me try. Yeah, let me play that. Reverse it a little bit. Size problems just like marshmallows. disappeared over a hot. That's really sweet. Maybe put marshmallows here. No matter their size, problems. Is that too backwards? Problems just like. Oh, maybe both problems and marshmallows. That might be. That might be better. No matter their size, both problems and marshmallows disappeared over a hot cup of cocoa. Oh, nice. Yeah, really nice. Both problems and marshmallows. No matter how big. No matter how big, no matter their size is better. No matter their size, both problems and marshmallows disappeared over a hot cup of cocoa. Yeah, I don't like how it doesn't. Marshmallow is such a long word. It doesn't break up. Maybe that's better. Keep problems and marshmallows together. No matter their size. I don't need this comma. Oops. I don't need that. Jesus. Go away. There we go. I don't need this comma. Okay. No matter their size, both problems and marshmallows disappeared over a hot cup of cocoa. Beautiful. Wholesome as fuck. Yes. Yeah, that's really sweet. Sedona's got a really cute, tender voice. That's really good. I like that. Yeah, yeah. All melted away. Yeah, we need good, charming, inspirational stuff now at the end of this horrible year. So that's great. All right. There's another one for Sedona. Oh my God. Nice. Yeah, really nice. And calories never counted. Oh, there's another one. That's right. That's right. Calories never counted during the month of December. Well, this is getting easier and easier. It's going to have to be a identified as a collaborative cartoon. Yeah, seriously, we should do some Christmas cards. That way, that especially the cocoa one would be a perfect. Yeah, is a perfect Christmas card. Or Christmas, holiday card sentiment. We could change it so, like, instead of this format, if you want to do more of a card, is do something. Oh, that's right. It's all set for this. Yeah, but something more. Yeah, to make it more card-like, do something like that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, there might be. I should take a look and see if there's a print. I think, like, postcards, like, you can do greeting cards. I'm not sure. Print on demand. Yeah, Zazzle does print on demand cards. Oh, they're mostly photo cards, though. I guess we could use. Okay, go away. Yeah, they're not cheap. Oh, that's just a collection of stuff. You design your own cards. Printify from $6.81. Yikes. That's an expensive greeting card. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we could do more of a design too. So like a like a border, something that went around the whole image. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Yeah, I'll take a look and see if there's someplace easy to just upload. Oof. Their example is the worst. Yeah, I wonder what the yeah, the per card is the difficulty. Yeah, if that cost is too high. Yeah, I'll take a look. Printify has something, but yeah, their greeting cards look a little expensive. But yeah, it'd be great if there's something I could just dump the images into. Dump the images in. Yeah, they don't have a good breakdown though of where their prices break. Oh, but it works. It works on all of the online stores, huh? Oh, that's cool. Postable. Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, upload your own. Wow. Yeah, so let's do this and oh yeah, so folded cards 170 to 399. Yeah, they let you do custom cards depending on yeah, I'll do that. Let me and they have a 25% off sale. That's cool. Yeah, I'll take a look at Postable and maybe put a couple of these up with like kind of change the format so it's not just that cartoon format, but the text is either inside or above the image, more greeting card looking. That would be nice. Cool. Yeah, I'll send you a link too if I can set that up to order. Maybe it's just for yourself. Yeah, I'll see. Send cards to yourself. Oh, that's really cool. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's an easy way to do Christmas cards. I didn't even think about that. I mean, don't know what the print quality is like, but it can't be terrible. That's pretty cool. Oh, very cool. Yeah, it's nice that they do all the fulfillment too. Like, actually sending a card to somebody. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I think that works. Some men of their size, both problems and marshmallows disappeared over a hot cup of cocoa. And calories never counted during the month of December. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll take a look at the card options. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and if I come up with a good border, yeah, because they give the dimensions and everything. Yeah, Sedona did really nice work this week, Sedona. That's very, very good. Yeah, very sweet. Like you got the tone for like holiday cartoons is perfect, not too sinister. Oh yeah, stickers. Yeah, I'll have to see what some of the better places are and who does cards that I can just put these up for for sale or download. Yeah, this place seems crazy expensive if they want $6 for a greeting card. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't know about Postable. That's a really cool. I might do Yeah, I need to do it pretty quick, but I might do a quick Christmas card because we can't send, because of the big death in the family, we can't send the New Year's cards this year. But we can send Christmas cards. It's not forbidden because there isn't such a thing as Christmas cards. But the idea is you're not celebrating a holiday. You're not happy. You don't want to send anybody anything that shows that you're too happy during the year where you have a major death in the family. So this year has to be more subdued. But yeah, I could do a Christmas card. So I have to get everybody's address. So everybody DM me your mailing address, and I'll send you Christmas cards through Postable. That's a good idea for a service. Nice. Wow. Nice. Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting, Sedona. Yeah, yeah. Well, you have a way with words, that's for sure. Yeah, you can get a lot of good emotion or good feelings in your writing. You should be doing that professionally. Yeah, you're definitely good enough at it. Yeah, if it was back in the day, you could actually write write just the words for like a greeting card, and then sell just those to a greeting card company, and they would match it with art. I don't think they do that anymore though, but that used to be a thing. Nice. Okay, so let me just do a quick, just to see how this looks. Make a quick PNG of this this card, and then see what it looks like on the little render site here. All right. Oops. You got to go through the thing. All right. Wow. Maybe another orientation would be better. Yeah, maybe this. No, I don't want the opposite of zoom. That's funny. Yeah, I have to I have to plan it a little bit better. It's crazy. Oh, writing on the back. Oh, I see. You can add another picture. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really funny. You can do a message and everything. Wow, Postables is pretty cool. All right. Oh, wow. That's really sweet. Yeah, lullabies. Oh, very sweet. Nice. Well, definitely pursue that, Sedona. You have a really good voice. Yeah. Really good way with words. It's worth, definitely worth pursuing. Very nice. Wow. All right. Yeah, so I think that works pretty well. All right. Save that. Wow, I think we're good. Yeah, sorry I couldn't find anything more interesting. Let's see if there's any Christmassy related things. Yeah, the one thing that they do for kids, which is very, very strange here, is they have a. This must have been like a European thing or something. They have a big plastic boot that they sell at like the grocery stores or whatever, and it's full of like snacks and candy and stuff. But that's a very common thing. That must have been some sort of European influence. But it's a big plastic, so it's not a stocking, and it's not like any other. It's just a big plastic boot that's clear, or sometimes some kind of colored mesh or something, and it's got a bunch of snacks in it. So no toys or anything, I don't think. But oops, yeah, that's a Japanese Christmas thing that I've seen before. Wow. Yeah, very nice. All right. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Wow, that was that was well done. Yeah, we'll still have to see the reaction. I'm curious. After I upload these, the reaction next week, we'll see how Sedona's words are working. But yeah, very beautiful, very touching stuff. That's good. It's very good for this season too. This ugly season that we're in. All right. Good. Nice. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week. So I don't have anything extra, going on. But yeah, I think that works. We can do this again next week. Somebody disliked the stream. Of course they did. Maybe it was somebody didn't get enough attention. I don't know. That's funny. Why not? It's dislikable enough. So funny. Yeah, you're gonna have a big lunch from your writing royalties. Nice. Uh-oh. Yeah, it might be somebody that came over and said, "What is this nonsense? What is this Christmas cartoon nonsense?" Funny. Nice. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. It's saying I should change my my settings for the streaming. I wonder if that'll make things any smoother. Yeah, we'll have to see. Wow. Yeah. So is there anything else holiday related? Because next week is going to be almost middle of the 10th. Wow, December is going to be over very fast. Wow. Yeah, nothing else really going on. Oh, there was. Let me see. Did you guys see this in the news? This was there was a meteor that fell in Japan. And there might be a better video of it somewhere else. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be really low res. Let's try this. Oh, not this one. This one. Yeah, there's a meteor. Oh, why is this resolution so bad? That's supposed to be HD. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so look at how bright it was. It was in the night time, and it was like bright like the sun. Look at that thing coming down. Yeah, it whited out the video. So really crazy. Look at that thing falling from the sky. And just, it must have, burned up. I guess it's falling over the sea. Wait, you see it above the clouds and then coming down? Yeah, it was just a couple of days ago. Nice. Oh, so I guess it's zoomed in. Yeah, it's like zoomed in digital video. That's why it looks so terrible. But, yeah, really crazy. Yeah, this is just, did they put a date on this? It's just a couple days. Oh, it's up here, 20, what, yeah. It was just, just a couple days ago. It happened. Let's see if they put the date on there again. But yeah, it's really, really crazy. And so luckily somebody was able to shoot it. But I guess it's happened before, but this is the one they got a pretty good image of it. But yeah, pretty amazing. I think there's, oh, that, yeah, the 29th. Yeah, so it was the, just a few days ago. Yeah, November 29th. Yeah, that's right. That's going to be the end of us. That's the last thing we're ever going to see is this meteor hitting the Earth. That's crazy. I love just the shots of how bright it was in the night sky. Yeah, I wonder if it made any sound, but it was just like a flash, and nobody in Japan wants to see a flash in the distance. That's horrifying. But yeah, and with like both China and North Korea testing missiles, who knows? When you see something like that, you have no idea what it's going to be. Oh, pause. Okay, yeah. Oh, so what? Come on. Oh, it gives me what? Yeah. Can I slow it down? Oh yeah, I can I? There's like a speed thing. Yeah, so I like how you can see it above. Yeah, you see it above the Sorry, I'm in my little box. You see it above the clouds, and it goes through the layer of clouds, and then it's bigger and brighter. Yeah, I thought I saw a higher res version of that. That looks really zoomed in because it's really pixely. Crazy. Yeah, but really, really bizarre. I love that coming through the clouds. That looks very messed up. But I guess it burnt up. It wasn't big enough to cause any trouble. Just a lot of light and burnt up, or hit the water. Somebody will recover it. Yeah. So that was the latest exciting thing from Japan. A meteor strike. Yeah, looks like the end of the world. Definitely. Yeah, especially, in that city at night, that had to be really bizarre if you're just like sitting, or I don't know what time, I don't think it said the time, but whenever that went off, depending what you're doing, and the light is so bright. It's like sunlight levels of bright bright flash in the sky. Yeah, I'm curious if it made any sound, because that would be really bizarre, because it wouldn't be anything you would recognize. Very crazy. Let's check my spelling real quick here. Yay. And yeah, get rid of. Yep. So it's just using the wrong correct words. Cool. Yeah, everything looks punctuated and so nice. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy natural phenomena in Japan. They definitely have plenty of that. And stuff I hadn't seen before, like the mudslides and stuff here are amazing. Just because it's a bunch of clay on top of volcanic rock, they get those really crazy mudslides. Oh, I'll keep this open for now. All right, so just save these. Save these off, and yeah, we're good. Nice. Yeah, right. Yeah, I wonder if that was ever, if there was any part of like very early Japanese culture, because that's a Pacific Island thing. So I wonder if that was ever a thing in Japanese culture. Island sacrifice. Wow. Oh. Yeah, right. End of this year, it's going to be nothing but apocalyptic images. And the super tiny cartoon. Here, let's go up. Yeah, so that's 100%. So that's how it gets posted online. So anytime I do detail that's too fine, it's just completely lost in that little JPEG version. Yeah, we need to sacrifice something to affect some change here. Yeah, it's really nuts. Well, I was thinking about that too, because that new Cyberpunk game is coming out, and how you had the like post-apocalypse kind of Mad Max kind of settings where everything is just destroyed and technology is brought down to a more primitive level. But Cyberpunk is a post-apocalypse, but it's the corporations winning. It's corporations defeating the government and basically becoming this dominant thing. And that's definitely what the bad weather and the pandemic is capable of doing. You can make it so there aren't any small, aren't any non-corporate business entities, or anything that's not a large corporation doing business, and they just control everything and could easily be strong enough to overthrow, at least in America, to dominate the government. So that's like another form of apocalypse that they don't, you don't really think of it that way, but it is very dystopic, and yeah, kind of the something was lost to create that like corporate dominated world. So there's like the corporations, and then the kind of the underground, the resistance against that system. And we're really, really close to that. Like, it feels like not too big a stretch now. Like the Mad Max apocalypse seems pretty extreme. Like, that's going to take a lot's going to have to happen before we get to that place. But the cyberpunk kind of dystopia is really near. I mean, when there is only online shopping and only cashless payments and everything, it's going to be getting closer and closer. Yeah, that's right. Cyberpunk 2077. Nice. Yes, I'm so glad you can customize your genitals. Yeah, they really, because it's that Polish development studio. and they really got attacked hard by the trans community and everything for their depictions. So now they're being really careful with their character creator and everything. Yeah. It's crazy. Yes. It's just God wanting to make us cry for one whole year. Yeah, 2020. What's going on with this year? Yeah, the 1920s I think were much better. Well, it got bad eventually, but 1920 started out a lot better. Yeah, but it feels really weird with all the kind of movement and the things that lockdowns and quarantines are able to do to people. Yeah, it's very strange. So you have to resist. You have to be some sort of anti-government activist to actually get out of your house and visit your family for the holidays. That's crazy. Yeah. When does that come out? The Cyberpunk 2077. It's like December 10th or something. Is that next Thursday? Oh, damn. Yeah, I heard it was delayed, but I think it's still... Yeah, where's the release date? On Steam. So Steam is saying, well, I gotta prove that I'm old enough to see something here. Yeah, December 10th. Wow. Yeah, I wonder. I should probably play that on PC, but it's easier. It's easier to just download it. I don't know if my. I think you need a PS4 Pro to probably have it look any good. Wow. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, 20s fashions would have been much nicer than that mashup of cyberpunk fashion. It's always like 80s plus what military plus yeah. Wow. Yeah, right. Oh man. Yeah, that's right. We haven't nothing's been yeah, they haven't conceded yet. So yeah, nobody's conceded. I can't believe we're going to go into a new year without without the election actually finishing. It's gotta. It's just suddenly, it's gonna happen probably really quickly. There's gonna be a quick secession and then a hasty retreat, and then we'll be done with all of this. I hope, or we'll just enter a cyberpunk dystopia where the government collapses and Google and Amazon start to run America for us. Yeah. Oh, it'll be really interesting. It's like a fired employee. There's going to be like a National Guardsman or somebody leading him out, like when security walks you out of a building to make sure you don't steal any more post-it notes or whatever. Yeah, that'll be and it'll all be this whole victim thing. But I don't want to know the horrible news network or whatever that's going to get started based on all of that. Wow. Yeah, it looks good. That Cyberpunk 2077 looks good. I hope it does well. I mean, The Witcher, Witcher 3 was really gorgeous, really well done. So I can't imagine this won't be. But it is funny. It is really funny how close that feeling is as soon as they start chipping everybody and not letting you in, giving you your social credit score, so it determines like where you can live and where you can work and where you can travel. That'll be fun, because as soon as that works well in China, other governments are gonna, well, maybe we can do a modified. We'll call it something else, of course, but we'll modify it. It'll just be built into your Amazon Prime account. Oh man! Oh, that's right. And Keanu is Johnny Silverhand in that game too. Crazy. Check his pockets. Yeah, that's right. Make sure he doesn't walk out with anything. Oh man. uh yeah, very funny. So I just keep watching the Cyberpunk trailer. Yeah, that's the funny thing though, that when they first started showing, because Cyberpunk is always, dark, night, raining, neon. That's always the aesthetic you think of. And so they had a lot of scenes when they were previewing the game of just bright daylight. So Cyberpunk during the day was a very new image, or very new version of that. But it works. I think that makes sense, especially if it's going to be, like, GTA style kind of missions and stuff. It's going to have a night and day cycle. So of course, or maybe your character just sleeps all day, so you never see sunlight. Yeah, I didn't see anything crazy compelling about. Let's see, yeah, I can run this. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can definitely run it on this PC. So maybe I should. How much is it? $60. Oh, but I don't need it on Steam. Let's see what it is. I thought it was 79 before. Oh, come on. Where's the big banner? It's coming out soon. Where's the big? Yeah, it's 70.99 on GOG, which is run by CD Projekt. But of course, it's DRM free. Okay, so it comes with, it's an art book, a comic, wallpaper, source book, print quality posters, exclusive digital comic, additional set of more. Okay, so you just get extra nonsense for $10 more. That's weird. Yeah, they don't have any. Yeah, that's right. They do cloud saves if you have their thing installed. You can do cloud saves just like Steam. Huh. Yeah, that's too bad. Steam is undercutting them. Wow. Yes, it looks fun. Yeah, I should try. Yeah, I should definitely see. Yeah, I haven't had much luck. I have to figure. I probably would have better luck if I got the PS4 version, and then took the video out of that into my Cam Link. It's not going to look very good, but that might be better, because I've had no luck trying to run the streaming software and any sort of resource intensive game. Yeah, I had sound issues and all kinds of like weird stuff going on. Oh wow, yeah, that's totally wow. There's a lot of languages that are going to be built into the basic game. It's already got Japanese audio and subtitles built into it. That's cool. Yeah, we can run it in English with Japanese subtitles, so it looks extra steampunky. or cyberpunky. Steampunk. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's so weird. They just have one version of it, and it's more expensive than Steam. Only $10, though. Huh, very weird. I don't know how they let that happen. Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. That would be very cool. And I don't know though. It's got like full frontal nudity, I think, in the game though. So I'll have to figure out a way. Or there's probably a setting where you can turn that off. I'm sure I'll have to turn that off for streaming. I don't think I can do any kind of like weird character creation. Yeah, but that would be fun. Oh yeah, yeah, there's a ton of like kind of steampunk themed games. A lot of it is like stuff I've seen is like airship combat, and then there's some settings that have kind of a steampunk aesthetic. But steampunk is kind of a vague. It's much more. It's much broader. It's just like anything that has that kind of technology cutoff. You know, that kind of it's like Victorian age technology. So steam powered instead of combustion, instead of gasoline and combustion. But yeah, well, that'd be fun. Yeah, that would be really fun to do. Oh, now you're gonna make me pre-order this game, you maniacs! Yeah, I guess I could do that on this channel. That would be really bizarre, though. Suddenly, so it's been nothing but 2 years of cartoons. Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe I'll do it on the other channel, and then link it in, like share it over, or like figure out a way to kind of co-stream, so I could do a notification on this channel but run it on the other channel, because on the other channel it's monetized, and I've got super chats, and everything's already set up, because the YouTube channel is it's got the partner deal going, ready to print posters. Oh man. Yeah, well, that's pretty tempting, especially on GOG. Yeah, I just got to figure out. I'll run a couple of tests and see if I can actually do that. But yeah, that would be next Thursday. Damn. Next Thursday. Well, actually, though. Well, I guess it would be. I guess they're gonna. Yeah, whatever the date is, because it's gonna be have to be the local date. So it'll be out next Thursday. Yeah, yeah. I should do that. I can, like, on another machine, I can run it with a link. I can yeah, set up a stream on YouTube to send people over to the other channel. Yeah, I should give that a shot. Yeah, other channel. Yeah, yeah. So the channel that I do. Let me see here. I think I've posted this before. Yeah, but if you want to see me talking about stuff that is even less interesting. So this is all like board games and tabletop RPGs and everything. Yeah, so this is all what's the last thing we did is yeah, we played the last lunch break. Yesterday lunch we played Magic the Gathering, but yeah, just unboxings, and I do a weekly kind of weekly cast of news and topics. But yeah, it's all tabletop stuff, so RPG. Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. I really want to play that game, and it'll give me a good excuse to buy it. Mm-mm. Uh oh. Let me see what's going on. Let's see. There we go. I didn't see. Nothing got censored, I don't think. Nothing got grabbed. Yeah, start the Abuse Gaming channel. Oh no, that would be terrible if I'm on playing all the time. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was that Sovereign Skies. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely you have to have a geek appreciation for that other channel. But yeah, so that's the other thing that I do with some of the other kind of expat guys in Japan. It's just a channel of all tabletop stuff. Yeah, this one, right? Yes, the super shiny box barely showed up on the camera. All right. Yeah, so damn, I'll give that some thought. That would be really fun to do some game streaming. I'm sure that's going to be, I mean, that's going to be all over. Everyone will be streaming that game. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good excuse. Good excuse to buy it. You didn't get censored. Really? I didn't see. Yeah, it didn't show up in the chat. Oh, you're talking about Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk Dong? Weird. Yeah, I didn't see like a I don't see a thing. Yeah, I wonder what people are gonna do with that character designer. Well, that'd be fun too to make a collaborative character. Yeah, it's cool though. It's got like the three paths. Like you can go like Street Kid, Corp, or like Outlander, or like I don't know what it's called, what they named it, but they you know, you live in the like the dead lands outside the cities. Oh man. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I didn't see anything on the chat. I wonder what's going on. That's crazy. Yeah, weird. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I never know. All right. Wow. Weird. Yeah, I wonder because it's not even showing that it caught anything. Very strange. Yeah, weird. Oh, there we go. Wow. Yeah, it caught your it caught your latest one. Held for review. Wow. Yeah, very strange. Who knows? And it's probably all automated, so it's just constantly changing the you know, the level of censorship. Probably based on like whatever's trending or whatever, you know, like when they're talking about election fraud or you know whatever is trending. I'm sure they try to shut that down in the chat. Boy, oh boy, what an end of the year. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Crazy. All right. Well, I think that's gonna. Nice. Oh, man. Now K5 is going to be very busy on the mod side of things. Damn. All right. Yeah. So I think that'll do it for this week. So yeah, let me give some thought to some Cyberpunk, and maybe I can do it at a different time. So I'll definitely have this stream as usual on Thursday, and then either before or after. Try to do some. I don't even know. It's going to be a lot of people doing that same thing, but nice. Yeah. Take care, Joe. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. It was really fun and amazing writing, Sedona. So very good job. I'll take a look at those greeting card sites and see if I can put something together. But any excuse to buy that game would be fun. All right. So everybody take care, and I'll be back next week. So abusecartoons.com is the website, and then idleredhands.com, and also that YouTube channel link is where I do all the other tabletop gaming stuff. And on Twitter, Abuse Cartoons, and then Patreon is patreon.com/abusecartoons, and then the archive we look at for comments is gocomics.com/domesticabuse. So everybody take care, and be safe until next time, and I will see you again. So very fun as always. Thanks, K5, Joe, Yum, Sedona. Always wonderful to hang out with you guys. Very good stuff. So take care, and see you next week. Goodbye.